guys, welcome to my channel.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. Skirt. Rewind. Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm here with my sister. Her name is
Yolanda.
Today we're going to be filming a different type of video. I don't really know what I'm going to title this video yet. So, a little bit of backstory. 5 years ago, we used to share a room. And ever since, like, when we were growing up, like, ever since we were little kids, we always shared a room. Because it was like a lot of us kids. So me and her always shared a room, and then as we got older, we always started fighting and having big fights. And like this is basically just gonna be like talking about like that part of our lives when we used to share a room. We're basically just gonna talk about like petty shit and like fights that we had and stuff while we shared a room because we shared a room. Also, like if we have any other stories from our childhood that we want to say, we're also gonna say that now.
So this one time when my sister was dating that one boy, the one that was from the 3-year breakup shit. This bitch, I rolled for this bitch. I got in trouble. I got my hair pulled and the fucking fridge.
That wasn't my fault. Okay, no, guys. Okay, so I remember that's when I had like my first boyfriend or whatever. And one time I snuck out when my parents weren't there. Like we didn't do anything bad. We literally went to Fry's. Like his mom went with us. We went to Fry's. No, it was Bash's. We went to Bash's and then we drove back and that was it. And I told her, I was like, if my dad comes home, tell him I'm in the shower. And what did she do? Tell him what you did.
Okay, so my parents weren't supposed to come home yet. And there's some girl, Sarah. Sarah was there too. And then my parents came home and I was like, oh fuck. So that's not home yet. I'm gonna get my fucking ass beat. And my dad walked in and I was literally holding the door so he couldn't get in. And I was like, Dad, Sarah's changed and you can't come in here. And he busted that door, but he's like, where's that? And I was like, oh, she's not here. He was like, I know. My dad, one moment I turned around and the fridge, my head slammed on the fridge. And then he was like, where is she? And I was like, I don't know, Dad, I was just here. And then he smacked me in the face right in front of Sarah for this bitch. And then she wouldn't come home in time, and he even went to go look for this bitch, and he beat her ass too.
He did not beat my ass, though.
I remember.
He did not beat my ass. I'm pretty sure he didn't beat my ass.
I'm pretty sure he beat your ass. I rode for this bitch, and she didn't come home in time, and I got my fucking ass beat. And that wasn't the only time. I can't remember other times.
Oh, actually, I did get my ass beat. This is when I did used to get hit.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
I got my ass beat. One time, this is when we shared a room, and I used to get pissed because sometimes I wanted to clean the room because this bitch was dirty as fuck. And I would tell her, I'd be like, hey, like, let's clean the room. And she'd be like, no, like, we're going to clean it later. And like, we always used to get off your phone. We always used to get into it because she would not want to clean the room. Like, I would be like, oh, let's do like half and half. Like, I'll clean my half, you clean your half. And she'd never want to clean her freaking half. And she had this, like, kit thing of, like, paints.
Oh, my God. I remember.
She had this, like, kit of, like, paints. And I remember, like, she just, like, was pissing me off so bad. And so what I did was I ran to the room and I grabbed her kit of paints and I ran outside and I threw them, like, all of them. I just, like, threw all of her paints. And she goes out there and she starts picking them up. And I remember this is the first time she tried to stand up to me. Like, this is the first time you try to stand up to me. I was so pissed. And so then she goes out there and she starts, like, picking up all her paints. And then I remember, like, at one point I broke, like, some of the crayons that you had. Like, I broke them in half.
Yeah, because that shit was weird.
And then, like, I remember this is the first time she tried to stand up to me. Like, she came up to me and, she was, like, talking shit to me, so I started talking shit to her back. And I remember she kept talking, and this is the first time she ever, like, talked back to me, like, actually talked back.
That was,
so
like, 11.
So I remember I hit you on your lip or something. I hit her on her lip, and that's when...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember I hit her on her lip, and I was like, that's why I busted your lip.
So, the same thing, I never wanted to clean. And then... I was at some lady's house that was right in front of us, and my sister ran down and she's like, bitch, we need to clean the fucking room now. And my dumb ass thought, oh, if I go outside, she's not gonna get me. So I went outside, and then she didn't come to like 5 minutes, and I was like, okay, she's cool with it. Fucking 5 minutes later, psycho ass bitch comes out crying. And then she comes and she grabs me by my hair, and my brother defended me, and from the distance he threw a football at her head. He threw a football at her head, and me and her were grabbing each other's hair and beating the shit out of each other until finally we got by the door, and then she would still not let go of me, and my brother would still have my back. And both our heads were down like this from the hair.
Oh yeah, but okay, no, listen, okay, guys. You guys be the judge. You guys be the judge. These bitches are like, we're like, it was like 2 against 1. So me and her were like that, like on each other's hair. And then as me and her were pulling on each other's hair, my brother was hitting me in the head with same exact thing. She didn't want to clean the damn room, and she left. It was just me and her at home by ourselves, and then my parents had left somewhere. And so since my parents were gone, I could beat her ass and not get in trouble. She would not clean the damn room. I kept telling her, and then she had a friend that lived in the same neighborhood, and this bitch decided to leave to her friend's house thinking she would be safe there. Well, let me tell you, she was not safe there either. Because I showed up to her friend's house, and I remember I knocked on the door, and like they were all hiding her. Like her friend's family was hiding her because they knew I was coming to get her. I was knocking on their door, and they wouldn't open the door, and like I was getting pissed. Okay, so finally, her friend's mom opens the door, and she was kind of rude. She was like, "What do you want?" or whatever. I was like,
shit all badass.
I was like, bitch, I need my sister. She was like, oh, like she's not here, and like I could clearly see her on the couch. Her hand was like that, so I remember I went under her arm, and like I got in the house. I get out of my house, and I was like, no. And so then this one is on the couch sitting there, and then we kind of start arguing, and she's like, I'm not going with you, I'm not going with you, I'm not going with you, I'm calling my dad. I grabbed her hair, and I was like, you're coming with me.
Bitch, but don't forget, you know what you fucking did to me?
What?
I had no shoes on, and it was fucking hot.
Oh, yeah.
When I got there, bitch, my feet were peeling. My feet were peeling from running across the rocks. And don't forget, you got me midway, and you pulled my hair down to the floor. And I was like 11, you're a bitch. I was like,
okay,
11.
listen. Okay, so then I was like, you're coming with me, and she's like, ah! And then her friend's mom starts yelling at me, saying, get out of my house, and I was like, shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch, la, 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 la. And then finally, did I end up taking you to the house or no?
yeah.
Okay, so then finally, I remember I grabbed her, and then at their house, they had like these little stairs going down. And so then I like threw her down the stairs. It was like I like threw her by the stairs by her getting us, and then the lady kept yelling at me the entire time. And she was like, she's like, oh la la la. And then me and her friend's mom just started yelling at each other back and forth. And then I remember before I left, I like slammed her door, and like my parents were friends with them, so like I got in trouble after that because I was like yelling at her, being rude to her, or whatever. And then I remember, like, I dragged her, like, I didn't drag her, but, like, I brought her with me home, and she had no shoes on, and, like, yeah, that was that.
So what else?
Okay, another story, like, this isn't about her, but it's the same thing, like, with the whole, like, dragging them, like, in their feet, like, peeling stuff. One time, my little brother, not the baby, but, like, my little brother, he did something to me, and like the little kids, they like to do shit to me and then run expecting I'm not going to chase them. So I remember I chased him like out of the house, and he had no shoes. He had no shoes, and he thinks I wasn't going to chase him, so I keep chasing him, and it's like the middle of summer, so it's super hot. It's like 100 degrees, and so I remember he was running, he was like, because like his feet were burning, and I was just like, come here, and then so finally I see him at the middle of the street, and then I low-key started to feel bad, and my mom says that she started laughing because all you see is me running after him so I could beat his ass, and then I ran him out of the house with no shoes, and then all you see is me coming back with him carried like a princess because I felt bad.
Okay, we were in the bathroom and we were just finishing getting ready, and then so since I'm watching the baby, we left him on her bed, and he was sleeping there, and he wasn't covered with no fucking blanket or nothing. And then so I'm the one that got out of the bathroom first, and I came in and I was like, oh, he looks so cute covered. And then I was about to go tell her, oh, you covered him, he looks so cute. And she was like, did you cover him? And none of us did it. And then so we came back and we were scared. And then she took the blanket off and we went to the bathroom again. And when we came back, he was covered again. And he doesn't cover himself like that.
You really didn't cover him?
I swear.
I covered him, you idiot.
You bitch. I just told my friend, guess what happened?
And this was recently. This was like a couple weeks ago. She was out with my mom, and I needed something for my mom. And I remember this day, before they left, me and her like had an argument. After that, I called my mom because I needed pads. I needed pads because I needed pads because I only had tampons, and usually my mom has pads. And so I was calling my mom, and I was like, hey, like where are the pads at? And then this one answered the damn phone, and I was like, hi, Mom, like, where's the pads at? And she's like, what? And then she hangs up. And so I'm blowing up the phone. I needed some damn pads. This one was, like, purposefully ignoring me. And I was texting her, and I was like, I'm gonna throw your tortoise out the window. I'm gonna boil your fucking tortoise.
I came home, I was like, oh my god, Thomas, is he okay? Because I was scared that this bitch really did something. And since my tortoise sleeps like this, like in the arms out of the shell, I was like, oh my god, she killed him.
So that was it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's sort of like a different kind of video. We're just basically telling you guys like petty stuff that we've done in the past, like when we shared rooms and like as we're growing up, like in our childhood and stuff. So give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Do not forget to subscribe down below if you guys have not. Comment down below what you guys thought of this video, and we will see you guys. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, so right now, go. Okay, do I look okay? I don't think I do.
You look like a car. Like, oh.
Really?
Yeah. Don't fucking touch it.
Okay.
And
she's
she's my
like,
friend's mom.
yeah.
My mom's friend, I mean.
Shut the fuck up. They're our friends now too.